Thank you very much. So behind me is the 5th grade band. These guys have been playing a little bit longer, obviously, because they're in 5th grade. And some of the things that they do are sort of a little more mature versions of what you heard the 4th grade band do. They're really still beginners. These guys are a little closer advanced, a little closer to middle school. They're getting closer and closer each day to get to that point. So everything that they do up here on the stage is going to be a full band arrangement. We do the NA Shuffle Blues, which is an extension of the NA Shuffle that showcases what they can do with picking their own background. I just give them guidelines about what they have to do, and they pick the right note for the chords and make it all sound good with the instrumentation that they have. So they're doing a really fine job with that. We're going to do our march for the year. This is the Eagle Summit March. Last year we were Early Bird March, so we're back to the Eagle Summit March this year. You may or may not hear the 4th grade do this later on in this year. We'll have to just wait and see how things go. But this is the march for the year. This is the Eagle Summit March. Okay. The next selection is one of two that the 5th graders are going to have a really unique opportunity in another month or so. They're going to get together with all of the 5th graders from every elementary school in North Allegheny and play a concert at the high school. And 2 of the numbers we're doing today are on that concert. So this is sort of a warm-up for a giant 5th grade band that we're going to be putting together in February up at the high school. And that's so that everybody see all the instruments. We won't be oboists that night. We'll probably be many oboists at that particular group. And it'll be a whole lot of fun. So we've been working on this literature to try to get some things together. All the percussionists are on bells on this one to see exactly what's going to be going on. It's entitled Chant and Canon. So it's really kind of a 2-movement sort of work. There's going to be a little pause where I'm going to cut the band off and I'm going to count to get them back in, and then we're going to start a canon, which is a form of a round. We're going to be playing the woodwind part with the bells, is going to play the first part of the melody, and then the brass is going to follow them. So it's going to be very intricate in the middle of that. Now, because it's really intricate in the middle of that one, it's probably not a good idea to clap at this one, because we're going to need to really concentrate to make sure that we keep it together. There are some songs like the NA Shuffle and some other things that, you know, I'll encourage you to clap, and a lot of conductors will encourage you to clap. This probably not as much, especially at the beginning, because it's going to be really slow and sort of mysterious as it goes back and forth between the woodwinds and the brass. Okay? So here we go. I think we're ready in percussion and stuff, mostly. And we'll see what happens with it. This is Chant and Canon. All right. I'm going to do some holiday music now, and I know this is familiar to most of you because Mrs. Unsky does the unit on the Nutcracker, correct? And most of you have seen that, so that works out really well. This is the march from the Nutcracker, so you get to hear the whole band playing some triplets, okay? Do-dotty, one, do-dotty-do, okay? It'd be really nice to get that all together. And then some of the people in the band, including Aaron, who actually transposed the part, are playing the dotted 8/16 run. It's going to be coming along all the way through this. And you'll hear lots of good things happening, and a familiar piece for you, at least one that should be familiar. This is the March from the Nutcracker. I think we've been working on this next number for a long time. I remember that because we actually did a trumpet sectional outside at recess one day, didn't we? And that seems like a long time ago with the snow and the rain and the cold weather, because we were all outside doing some work with this. This is called Gonna Fly Now, and this is from the movie, the original movie, the Rocky movie, when they first started things back in the 70s. Now, if you've been to the NA football games this year, you heard the marching band, our marching band, do a whole show around the Rocky movies. And they did all sorts of different, synopsis of all those different pieces from all the different movies, not just Rocky 1, but 2 and 3, and a little bit of 4, and some things that came out of 5 maybe, and lots of really cool things. If you saw that, then you probably heard this song, and it'll recognize it. It'll definitely make sense, and it'll bring back some memories of that one. And this is there's a lot of things going on in this particular number, and I'll just play it through and see what's going on. I think this is probably their favorite number to do. Starts off with a trumpet fanfare, so you're going to hear the trumpet section just playing by themselves, and you'll also hear that at the end too, as they bring the melody back at the end, playing this trumpet fanfare. So here we go, the theme from Rocky. This is Gonna Fly Now.